Hey, this is Corey, your DM, here to just say this is the start of some microphone issues we have in the next couple sessions. Obviously, I've not got a replacement mic for myself, but I'm working on getting a better setup. Josh had some microphone issues here, which we addressed, so hang in there. I did the best I could to mitigate some of those issues, but they're still there. But this episode is wild. Enjoy the show. Welcome to Perception Check, the actual Play D&D podcast where we play D&D, sort of, in our homebrew world. I'm Corey, your DM, joined by our cast of characters.
Hi.
Do it. Yeah, whatever. They're here. I don't think I ever normally do introductions to you guys.
No, because we do it in the.
If this is the first episode that you're listening to, please go back. It's not gonna make any sense at all.
Hey, Josh, one more time.
Motherfucker! Is it just my voice? Do I sound like I'm underwater?
You sound like
at least me as a person doesn't sound underwater.
You sound like you're
Gurgle.
talking into a microphone while someone's trying to shove foil in your mouth.
No. When
the
your microphone is speaking, you
chloroform
won't
rat.
sound fine. But it all of a sudden just there's also a clicking almost, and then there's
a constant.
It's just cutting out on and off and on and off and on and off at such a rate that it makes it sound really gargly.
It feels like I'm standing outside of a forest on a walkie-talkie, and you're deep in the forest, and you're at a point to where you're about to get killed.
I don't know how to fix this.
It sounds like two walkie-talkies, and one of the people on the walkie-talkies is too far away.
Welcome to Perception Check, an actual play D&D podcast where we play D&D sometimes. And sometimes we try to fix our mics.
I forgot what I was saying.
Well,
You said these are our cast of players, and then we all start.
our wonderful.
Yeah, and then everyone talked at once, and that's fine. There's Chris, Adrian, Matt, Josh. They play people. Okay. We last left off. I'm really good at this whole hosting thing. We last left off. The trial of Erebus Blackheart ended. He was banned from Goldpost. If he sets foot in Goldpost and is seen, I guess, he will be taken in and executed on sight. So, great news for Erebus. So the trial literally just ended. River went missing because it was a very emotional situation for her. So, one, how are you guys feeling after the trial? And what do you want to do? I'm guessing you will be escorted out and sent towards the docks to sail somewhere.
If y'all don't mind, I've got something I'd like to do.
A real out of character suggestion coming from Matt. Let's see where it goes.
So I had an idea, and that is that not too long ago, before we went into the forest, the dark forest, I don't remember what it's called.
Fartroth.
Thank you, Fartroth. We stopped by the inn to get some information at the port town there, and that was the Shrouded Bedside Inn. So as that's one of our common teleport spots, as we have previously discussed, I will pathicate to both River and Topher and let them know that Erebus and I are going to grab his letter. And I will let Erebus know this on the way. This is a very to go with a movie like a Harry and Dumbledore going after the Horcruxes, just disappearing. So I will not be escorted. We walk out the doors and poof, we're gone.
Can anyone use the teleports, or is it just Garryl's ability? I mean,
Um,
anyone who
well,
knows about.
I think we'll have to work it out. I'm wondering if there are different areas you can get to, like jump to instantly
I'm
without
just
a spell
asking
slot.
for
No,
Sorrow. If
yeah,
Sorrow
it's a
can use them.
yes. I think you could go from circle to circle. I think
Okay.
if you want to teleport to one of those rings, you would have to use an actual spell teleport.
I was, if everyone, that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, so Garryle, are you going to reach out to Bard and Sorrow and let them know that you're down a couple people?
Sorrow's gonna be there already. So as soon as you pathicate River,
Mm-hmm.
she's gonna send Falcor to Sorrow and tell her where to meet you.
Awesome.
River's going to.
So you pathicate River and tell her what you're doing.
Yep.
River sends Falcor with a note to Sorrow, and Sorrow's gonna meet you there. You told River where you're going, and River told Sorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is just a like, hey, we're going to grab this letter, and then we need to head to Candy Cane Forest, just to town. So we'll meet back at Hogwarts and then go there.
Love that.
I need to take everybody.
Okay. Well, Sorrow's meeting you. Port Altar.
You'll be able to jump right to Port Altar, and yeah, everyone should be able to make it.
I can take Topher.
To be able to use a teleportation circle, you have to have the spell teleport.
You're gonna have to use the teleport unless you're going from a circle to a circle.
So you don't have to have the spell teleport to use the circles, but if you wanted to teleport to a circle to use, you have to have the spell teleport.
No, teleportation circle is still a. They're two different spells.
I was
Yeah,
So to
just
be able to-
thinking
I'm just homebrewing a thing, man.
that's what
Okay.
Corey just said. Yeah.
Okay.
He's saying like major ports and cities will have their own.
So we don't have to spend 3 days of gameplay traveling to wherever.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I figured that Malbus would probably have something at the school where he could jump to certain locations very quickly. I'm sure some places would not allow him to have such a thing. So they're kind of like a lot of things in this world where there are specific manufactured things to kind of like jump you. But you can like lock onto it easily with a teleport spell, and it kind of enhances that ability. So okay, so
Go ahead.
we're jumping to Port Altar.
Yeah, I think so. And I think I'll say, hey, Topher, you coming? Or are you heading back to school?
I realize that I could lose the people I care about at any time. I know, like, we fight in wars and people die. You'd think I'd get that, but like, I grew up with that. But like, I didn't grow up with people possibly getting sentenced to death or prison, and it kind of shocked me and rocked my world. So I'm going to be hanging out at the school. I talked to Bard, and he's willing to fill in for me, and I'm going to kind of help with his class on the side. But I just want to spend time with the people here and my daughter while I have a chance.
Hmm.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course, Topher.
But I'm still down. You know, if anything comes up, let me know. I'm still an adventurer. You know, I just feel like exploring isn't my number one priority right now.
Gotcha. No, it's totally fine. Take your time, and I'm always here when you need me. The COL, everybody, I think, is here for you when you need us. But this we're just going to figure out what the hell is wrong with the ice cream. It should be easy.
Well, then Bard will be perfect.
All right. Well, then see you in a couple days.
Yep. Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Totally out of character. Go ahead.
I was say, is it just me, or does it feel like Chris and I are switching out our main WoW character to play an alt for a little while? Like, start leveling that one.
Yeah, there you go. So with River gone, I've let her know. I assume she has not responded, but she has said something.
Yeah, took it into her own hands.
I can't get a hold of her. I told you.
This-
Okay. Well, you arrive at Port Alter shortly after Garryle, you and Erebus make your way there. Sorrow shows up with Bard. And you arrive kind of near the center of town on this large peninsula where different ships and stuff are coming in. Up on a little cliffside, there is a bunch of fog from the sea and some mist. And there you see the shrouded bedside inn.
All right, Erebus. So I told you maybe I didn't tell you. I can't remember. Honestly, the trial was nuts. God, I'm glad you're here and alive and well. And I've got something for you. We just, by complete happenstance, we stopped here at this Shrouded Bedside Inn, and the innkeeper has a letter for you. And I've asked him to keep it until you were able to come around. And honestly, I had plans to try to take it if you were not able to come this way. But you're here. So I don't know. It's a letter. I don't know what it is. I hope it's helpful. I hope it's what you were looking for. And then let's get you on a mission. Get your mind off of everything.
Let's get you some ice cream.
In fact, we're just gonna go to Candy Cane Forest, just a town, and we just Hagwards has been having a problem with the supply of ice cream, and the students are absolutely going nuts. I mean, they're driving me insane. They literally rioted in the lunchroom, Erebus. They rioted in the lunchroom over ice cream. It's insane. So anyway, we gotta go there, just figure out what's going on. Should be easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Get you back to Hagwards and get some rest, okay?
Cool.
I think he's down with that plan.
We head in to the inn. We head in the inn. We go inside the inn.
Okay. You walk into the inn. The innkeeper is standing there, and he's looking at some documents and looks up. It's bustling with a lot of sailors and traders kind of moving about, checking in and out. He looks up and he's like, "Welcome to the Shrouded Bedside Inn, Mr. Blackheart."
Yeah, I was told you had a letter for me.
Yes. I have. First, I want to give my condolences about your.
I appreciate it.
And he kind of goes into the back, and he comes out with 4 letters, and he goes, "I have one for you and your brother. I don't know if you know these other ones. No one else has come in here. Maybe you know of them. Sorry, my dog keeps barking in the back, if you can hear it. But here you go." And he hands you 4 letters. And
Okay.
they are labeled with an E Blackheart. That's probably you. An M Blackheart. An R Irontail. And an M Irontail.
So Erebus, this is what confused me before. I don't know who these other ones are. Obviously, your brother and you, but do you know these other ones?
You would
Am I just
know.
forgetting something?
You would know a Wretch Irontail.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Yep.
Can I open mine?
Absolutely. You open up the letter, and it reads as follows. Erebus, I'm not sure when you will receive this message. No matter where you are, when you read these words, I want you to understand that my wishes must be fulfilled. What you are holding is not the only letter I have written today, but yours is the first key. Your brother will have received one, as well as 2 others I wish you to meet. You can find them in the markets of Jartung. There is a bar for those like us called Silver Scales. There is a sign with a depiction of Geth. They will be waiting for you. See you soon, Dad. And scribbled below in tiny font, it says, "It is written in the stars." So that's what it reads. Why don't you roll an investigation, Erebus? You notice on the paper, you're not sure if they are just kind of like moth-eaten from sitting somewhere. like in a drawer or on a desk or something, or maybe rubbing up against the envelope. But you do notice that there are a variety of small holes in the paper, no bigger than like the tip of a pencil. You're not entirely sure why that came to be. It could just be naturally from sitting around.
I appreciate you keeping these letters, though. It's definitely noble of you.
Hey, no problem. Any letters I can hold on for someone as I'll say as known as your family. I didn't want any trouble.
Well, I appreciate that, and I'll take 50 gold out and put it on the counter.
Oh, thank you.
It's the last thing I have of my dad.
What did it say?
He's not sure what to say. Oh, is that something Erebus would want to share?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Not till I talk to
Your brother about it? Okay.
and probably
I'm your
try
brother.
and meet up with no, silly, my other brother.
So, okay, so you like pack your letter back up and put it in your bag?
Yeah,
All right, Erebus, did you get what you needed?
guess so.
Okay.
It's crazy you guys found this.
Yeah, I mean, complete happenstance, to be honest with you. I just, I like to be thorough. So when we were heading into, we had to go take care of a problem in Fartroth Forest. In fact, I'm going to need to fill you in on that because, oh man,
Don't go in there.
and in there. That's the thing. Yeah, I'm going to fill you in on the way. We're headed over to Candy Cane Forest, just to town. I guess let's go. I'll fill you in on the way.
All right, so you guys are making your way to Candy Cane Forest. Just a test.
Just down.
I don't know why you paused
Dun dun.
faces in that word.
Candy cane force us
I-
down.
I am just so unbelievably excited.
Oh, I am as well.
Isn't the cleric?
Yeah, it's off to the left.
We definitely portal there.
Yeah, Raven Shield is right there, and that's where one of your teleportation circles. But you can go down and kind of go on the outsides, following the river of the sinking sands, kind of where it becomes a desert area. So it's really hot around this area, and make your way down to Candy Cane Forest.
It's a bad place for ice cream, then.
Do you think so? There's something magical.
It's almost like this place is like so special and beloved. So during travel, after popping up in just outside of, around Raven Shield, traveling down to Candy Cane Forest, what's travel like for you guys? I'm assuming you're filling Erebus in on everything that happened with Winter.
Yeah, I think to sum it up, essentially it's going to be we keep out the part about essence so that the two that don't know about it don't have to ask questions about it. But I essentially hint that is the idea by, or not even, I pathicate to him like, hey, there's this magic that we came across, blah blah blah, and then I pathicate it's definitely essence. And then I continue on with the story and say, we found his lair and we defeated his, or rather, destroyed his rechambering, regenerating chamber and blah, blah, blah. And that this is a evil that we need to deal with, and that I've contacted folk, and we're kind of waiting to figure out what we're going to have to do with this entity. Before we decide to go back into the forest, but stress the fact that essence was used, and that's why we're being a little bit wary of it and taking our time, and that's it. So that's what I particularly do.
That sounds pretty fucked.
I'm gonna say, yeah. I'm kind of in a new space, really, where I don't know what to do. Normally, I can research it, I can figure it out, I can give it a shot, being prepared, of course. But this is one that I feel like patience is the answer.
You
And-
know what they say, patience is a virtue.
That is correct.
Unfortunately, I don't have any of it, so.
Sorrow is like excitedly, like bubbly talking every like pause she gets during Garryle. She's like, "No, did that really happen? Oh my gosh!" And she's like really excited and really like hyper, I guess, to be adventuring with 2 members of the original COL. And so she's like probably getting on people's nerves a little bit because she's like really excited. Like, I don't know, she's almost like bubbly about it.
That's cute.
So I feel like maybe
As
I'm gonna need you to play this out.
I just tried my best.
as Sorrow like talking and like fangirling at Garryle, I just go, "Oh
No,
fuck, I almost forgot," and I just punch the ground and pull Frank up.
Frank up.
Erebus too, and so she's probably like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you just did that, Garryle. Did you see what he did?" And she's just talking so fast, and like you said, kind of fangirling over venturing with Erebus and Garryle.
Well, this is Frank.
And you should be able to add Frank to the map there, Josh.
Oh yes.
You know what? Sorrow, we're really excited to have you along, and I'm really glad that. I guess I'm glad you were scared and had a weird dream and told me to go there. So thank you. This was really important.
I helped you already? Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. That's so awesome. Did you?
Hey, there's Frank.
Yeah. You did help. 100% helped, and you're going to be helping right now as we go solve this ice cream problem. Because as you know, the children are literally rioting in the lunchroom.
I know, I was there. I couldn't believe how fast everything started, and they were just so excited. They want that ice cream. What?
And Greg was rioting too, and you know I don't appreciate that.
Okay, so you
Wait,
guys.
Greg was rioting?
Yeah, you know Greg.
Yeah,
The
from the school.
He really likes ice cream, Erebus.
Yeah, the alchemy teacher.
Yeah, that's.
Wait, does he run the lunchroom? I can't remember. Greg has so many jobs.
What is
Oh,
there
he's a
not
jack of
like
all
a
trades.
lunch man? There's just like
Yeah, Greg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Greg.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Hold on.
This is the problem.
I think my microphone cut out. A few bars. He's a Greg of all trades. Just edit that back in.
Oh.
You know.
Oh, you.
I actually didn't hear that. And now I wish
Well,
I.
perfect. You're
It's
welcome.
weird. It's almost like it got the same reaction of not hearing it to hearing it.
I wish
I
I was
liked
in
it,
jail.
Josh. I
Erebus,
Sorrow,
I could be in
heard-
jail right now, guys.
You
Sorrow heard
fucking
that
asshole.
joke, and she just stops talking altogether. And like,
Finally.
She stops talking.
Never meet your heroes. Okay. So you guys, during this travel, you finally make your way to Candy Cane Forest, just a town, home that once grew striped peppermint trees and housed a mine of frozen delights that you know has run dry. This town is very, very, very poor. It is a wonder that it is still standing, especially with how small it is. As you can see on the map, all the trees are all dead. Those were the peppermint trees. And you come in and you see a variety of small buildings around some different hills. You can see a clearly labeled stables and a market, as well as a shop with black smoke coming out of it. You can smell the fires, the steel of a blacksmith coming from one of them. So what do you do? Hello, everyone, and thank you for listening. This is Corey, your DM. I'm here to tell you about some projects we are involved in and what to look forward to in the future. If you're hearing this, that means you can make a huge impact on our show and how we grow. All I ask is that you jump on your podcast player of choice and drop a review for us. We are excited to be recording again, even though it is virtual and we are sacrificing audio quality, but we just couldn't wait to continue the story. If you enjoy the show, we don't advertise, so word of mouth is crucial for our show to be a success. So tell your friends, visit us at perceptionpod.com, that's perceptionpod, as in podcast.com. Or look for Perception Check Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Podbean, or almost anything out there. If you do have a podcast player that we are not on, you can always send us a message on Facebook, and I can make sure that we get our show on there. Or you can just say hello. In other news, are you looking to relax and have a delicious sip of a cocktail after you get the little ones to bed? Well, our very own Matthew has you covered. Subscribe to Bedtime Bartender on YouTube and get a slew of creative recipes for that perfect drink. Matt has done episodes on the top 10 drinks of 2020, flips, and my personal favorite, BTS-inspired drinks. Having children is not required, but speaking as a parent myself, man, I could use a drink after bedtime. So check out Bedtime Bartender on YouTube and drink responsibly. Now, back to the show.
Cool.
Well, I think where's like the town hall? I just look for the most I don't know, important building in the area.
Garryle, should we go to the mines? We should probably go to the mines first, right? That's where the problem is. We should
That's
definitely
one
go
of
to the mines.
To figure out who's in charge here and why we're not getting ice cream.
I'm sure that there's someone in
that's what I
charge
was
of the
thinking.
mine.
Like maybe the market would know why there's a shortage. That's what I was thinking. Also, what do you guys think about
They're like
this?
a mayor?
Hold on. What do you guys think about this? If I sit, will I get what I wish for when I piss? No, that's no good. Sorry. I think we should go to the market though.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe keep working on that song there, Bard.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
So are you guys going to the market?
Yes.
That's where Bard
Oh,
wants to go.
They're not like a town leader's house.
Nothing discernible that you can see.
Ah, I see. Okay. Well,
We can ask someone at the market.
Bard, yeah. Bard, you got it. Let's go I guess we'll go to the market.
Yay!
Okay. You walk into the market. There is a scruffy-looking man with patches of hair all over the top of his head and a very patchy beard. He has a bunch of empty shelves, but on the main counter there are tons of jars of black licorice. That is literally it. If you like black licorice, you can buy some. But if you're a normal person and
I
know
love
it to
black
be
licorice.
an absolutely
black licorice.
disgusting piece
How
of candy,
how do I add that to my inventory,
I was
Corey?
gonna say I'm gonna buy black licorice too.
you guys are buying black licorice.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
delicious.
You're the
Prepare
only
to take some poison damage. Nasty ass.
We just bought it.
I actually don't right now, but I usually have a box of Good and Plenty in my desk drawer.
So
Oh yeah, this is something I put in there because they lost all the peppermint and now they only sell black licorice because it was the most disgusting thing I could think of.
It's so good.
that's so funny. I
Okay,
love
so
this.
Corey, I hope the next time you go to the store, they're out of peanut butter M&Ms.
if it's black licorice, I will commit seppuku in the middle of the store. Okay, so real quick, you guys walk in and he looks up and he's like, customers?
Does he have a name tag?
No.
Hi, my name's Bard. What's your name?
My name's Lawrence Licorice.
Lawrence Licorice. Nice to meet you, Lawrence. Listen, I'm gonna shoot straight with you. We are a gathering of the most successful ice cream truck drivers around, the lands, and we've come here to try and figure out what's up with this severe lack of ice cream, and it's pretty serious. What can you tell us?
Garryle Embersoul and Erebus Blackheart, you've started doing ice cream delivery?
And also, I'm not sure what Bard's talking about.
Hey, they don't.
Rolling,
They don't fight war all the time.
He's rolling deception.
Is out of ice cream, and my students are rioting. Who is in charge here, Mr. Licorice?
Oh, well, I didn't realize Mr. Licorice would be so funny to me.
I didn't think it was until you started laughing.
I knew as soon as Corey started laughing, I was like, it's Mr. Licorice. That's what got him.
He's like, oh, well, yeah, the ice cream mines have been shut down for some time. We had a couple people go in there and they did not come back out, and still have not yet come back out. So we've just kind of boarded it up and avoided the place altogether. I think there's something bad in there.
Something bad? You know what? Licorice.
Yes?
I see all of the trees around here are dead. What happened to all the peppermint trees?
Oh, the plague of candy cane forest, just a town. Let me tell you about the troubles of a once magical land.
Please.
The peppermint trees used to grow in abundance all around us. We would scrape off the peppermint bark and give it to people and sell it. We were a thriving community. Everyone always came around. Until one day, it was around the time, I believe, that the sinking sands were created. If my history is any good, something happened to the land that just made the peppermint trees stop growing. Luckily, the mines were so far down underground, our ice cream wasn't affected.
Right. Mine ice cream. Okay.
Oh.
Licorice.
Yes. By the way, you are pretty famous adventurers, are you not?
Well, I mean, I suppose yes.
If you wouldn't mind helping out a town in trouble, you could grease the wheels a little bit and buy some black licorice.
You know what? It happens to be an absolute favorite of mine.
Ooh, you're one of those kinky weirdos.
One of those normal people
They get all kinds.
Sorrow looks at Garryle and slams 5 gold on the counter.
Oh, 5 gold. That's great, but I'm afraid this licorice is going to cost you 20.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
Wow.
That's 20 gold for how much licorice? Licorice?
Let me see. He sticks his dirty hands into the jar and like swirls them around. And takes out 3 medium length pieces of black licorice.
I put 100 gold on the counter.
I forgot how rich Erebus is.
A lady.
I have a lot of money.
He reaches in and takes out 3 more licorice.
Do they not know how to do math?
Right. So how many did you give me? Points at Sorrow.
20.
Well, she is put 20 on the counter, but unless these have some magical property, I'm fairly certain that licorice is not worth 20 gold.
And then Erebus. Erebus, how much did you put down for the licorice?
100.
Okay. He takes out like a small handful and puts it in, and he's like, "There you go, Erebus, for your 100 gold. And for you, ma'am, what's your name? I'm sorry."
Sorrow.
So okay, here's 3, since your friend here definitely showed you up and showed that he's desperately wanting to help boost our economy because we're so poor and give our children food. But no, 20 gold's fine. Here's 3 licorice.
I see. We're playing that game, are we, licorice?
What game? Candyland?
Well, it seems like a lack of thereof in this land. I would like maybe a piece, and I will give you 10 gold just for the trouble.
Let me see.
I will help your
He-
town by figuring out what's going on here.
He reaches into the licorice and pulls out 1, but there's another one stuck to it. And he's like, "Oh, shucks. Well, dang, I'm afraid the 10 won't cover this."
You are the worst. You are the absolute worst. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I hate to turn away a customer, especially one with such deep pockets.
I see one stand in this market. Who are you selling to?
Exactly.
I think that you would have jumped at the opportunity. You know what? Here's the thing. I am not without charity.
Mm,
I think, but I'm going to tell you one thing.
yes.
You are ripping us off. And I grabbed the 2 pieces and slammed down 100 gold.
And he's like, well, then would you like me to rip those 2 apart for you so you could eat them?
I'm pretty sure I can handle that.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your business. And the Coalition of Light just went up in popularity in Candy Cane Forest, just a town.
Okay.
Um,
What can you tell us, Licorice? Who's in charge here? I feel like I've paid for my information.
oh, we all participate in running the town.
This was charity. I hope your
Mhm.
town comes back from the way that it has been for how long, you say?
Oh, I don't even remember. It's past my time.
You know what's interesting, Licorice, is that Hagwarts has been getting ice cream from Candy Cane Forest, just a town, for years. We had no idea how desolate this place was. And I'm sorry that we didn't come sooner. And in the future, if you need help, please send a letter.
Oh, well, thank you. Popularity went up again. He says, now, if you're looking to go into the mines and investigate, we're not fighters here. We're not going down into the mines. But be sure to stop by the blacksmith. They may have some warm weather clothing for you.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, of course. And so just so we're clear, is
Yes.
anyone going into the mines at this point at all?
Oh, we've boarded it up.
And so you say there are monsters down there, yeah?
I don't know. 2 people went down there and they didn't come back.
Right. Licorice, how many people live in this town?
8.
8. And were there more?
It was 10.
Yes, and I'm very sorry for your loss. But really, that's you've been able to, well, up until recently, keep up with the production of all of the ice cream in the mine with 8 people.
Yeah. It's not as hard as it seems. It's ice cream.
You're grossly you're grossly underestimating how many people it would take to ship ice cream all over the entire leash.
Not at all.
Maybe it's just that they're like swimming in ice cream all year long. They have so much of it.
Working
It doesn't
300
take as many people to get rid of it.
year, 24 hours a day, couldn't keep up with the ice cream demand in Liege.
We get the big ice cream trough and we just scrape the shovels. We all go down there when it's time to mine and we scrape the shovels into the troughs, move them out, and then usually the stables take care of the delivery.
Okay.
And there's a little thing called magic.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course.
Magical ice cream mine.
You got a bunch of unseen servants or something, but 8 people. Thank you, Licorice. I guess we'll head on over to the blacksmith and hey, one last thing. And I don't mean to be rude, but so 2 people went down, they didn't come back, but you knew
Yep.
about monsters before that. Something in the mines that's taking people? Do you know
No,
anything
it's,
about them?
we just assume that monsters have made their way down there. We did have a really heavy winter,
Interesting.
which was pretty unusual.
Okay, and at what time of season? Just was it actually winter?
It was actually winter, but we usually don't get a whole lot of snow down here.
And you did get snow. Is
We
that correct?
did quite a lot.
Right, because you're quite close to the
Desert.
desert that I can't remember the name of.
Yes,
Sinking
the
sand.
Sinking Sands Desert.
Interesting. Well, I guess off to the blacksmith. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Do investigation, perception, arcana, and detect magic on the licorice.
It has some healing properties.
Interesting. Well, I'll roll the let's see, 26 on the investigation. I don't know if I can all 4 of those, but
You can see that it will actually give you some temporary HP for
Oh.
the rest of the day. It won't stack, but you can use it to kind of refill. But if you're eating a bunch of it, you will eventually get sick.
gotcha. Okay, interesting. Thank you. Okay. I had. Hey guys, I think we should obviously head over to the blacksmith there, and
I'm right behind you, girl. Right there. I'll be with you.
I'm already snacking on my first piece as Garryl's doing all of that.
Bard, do you want to stop by the? You know what? We should stop at the stables, right, guys?
You're not going to bring a horse in a mine, are you?
Oh my God, that was worth it. Let's go into the stables.
Okay, you're going to the stable. So Josh, add 5 temporary HP.
Sweet.
You walk up to the stables, and a woman answers, and she goes, "Oh, hello, all of you. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stables. Are you looking to purchase a horse?"
Not at this moment. We were just over at the market talking to Licorice, and on our way over to the blacksmith, we thought we'd stop here. And we came down from Hagwarts because,
Oh,
well, frankly, the students are in a tizzy. We haven't had ice cream in quite some time, and we came down to investigate.
oh, I see. Okay. Oh, if you could figure out a way to figure out this whole mine mystery, that would be absolutely wonderful. Are you sure you're not in the market for a horse? We have only one horse, but it is of a very rare breed I'm sure you have never seen.
I'd love to take a look.
Okay. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Now, because it's so special, we need to be careful and stare at it from kind of a distance. And she opens up the stable doors. And go ahead and everyone roll investigation.
15.
29.
Erebus and Sorrow, you look and you're like, this isn't above board, I feel. Garryle, you look and you're like, this is clearly a dead horse propped up with sticks and ropes. And Bard, it's the most beautiful horse you've ever seen.
Wow. Do you guys see this horse? You're a beauty. I could write songs of your beauty. I think I will.
I
Oh.
to the woman.
Yes.
Uh,
Oh, you're interested.
I get in really close.
Mhm.
Madam,
Yes.
that horse is dead.
Don't tell the Bard.
Oh, the beautiful horse, a stallion of no compare.
Oh, see, this is good.
His eyes are glazed and his legs are not there.
Wobbly.
So are you interested, Bard, in purchasing the horse today?
Mhm. Madam, I think I speak for the group when I say we can't buy a dead horse.
Oh, but you guys, you don't understand.
No, I literally, I am really whispering to her. I've gone over to her and I'm trying to be discreet here. Madam,
Sorrow's standing right behind Garryle, and she's like whispering in his ear as she's leaning as he's leaning into Lay's ear, and she's like, "Yeah, we totally shouldn't buy it. Like, it's something's wrong with it. I don't know what it is.
Hey, sir,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to wait over by Bart and maybe keep him from trying to buy the horse.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Madam,
Yes.
that is a dead horse. What are you doing?
In terms of dead horses, I feel like you're beating one. Because this is very much an alive horse. It's so rare. Look, it's so useful.
You can say
Like-
that again.
Like some
Oh, the uses of this horse, I cannot count them.
what
Gosh,
is
Just
what is a horse? Just an animal with 4 legs, but this one has its own sticks and ropes attached to it. If I'm riding a horse and I'm like, boy, I could really go for a stick. There's no stick. I have to get off the horse, go into the woods, find one. This one comes readily prepared. And for an extra 50 gold, maybe a pulley system.
Right. 19 insight. Is she telling that? Is she playing some sort of a game here? Is she crazy, for example?
This
Or-
is a grift.
Gotcha, madam.
Yes.
I think you and I both know that I'm not going to buy a dead horse. And I'm not going to let my friends buy a dead horse. But if you need help, we are here to help.
Well, yes, we do need help with the mine. She puts her hands behind her back and kicks a rock.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. It's just these animals should be treated with respect, right? I mean,
I have been trying to sell this horse for 10 years.
that is way too long
Wait, hold on.
to
Hold
be
on.
a dead horse.
My father always said I would never be a salesman.
Sarah whispers into Garryl's ear, "How is it not decayed? Shouldn't it be a skeleton by now?"
Garryle, I think she's right. This is a special horse. It's a fossilized horse.
You're at the blacksmith.
Yeah, because you were taking too long with this fucking thing.
Okay, I'm sorry about what your father said.
He's like, if you buy it, you don't have to write it back. We can ship it to you in either a big package or a bunch of small packages.
Here's what I would like to do.
Hmm?
And I feel like
You get a horse and a puzzle.
I want to help. I think that we're the Coalition of Light. I don't know if you've heard of us, but we come from Hagwards, and we are
Benevolent.
here to help.
Thank
And
you.
I want to help you. I'm 100% not going to buy your dead horse.
Oh,
I will say that right up front because I want to be honest with you. 2 things. Number 1,
yeah.
I think you did an incredible job at trying to figure out how to sell a dead horse. 2, actually 3 things. 2, no one is going to buy a dead horse. Just absolutely. And also,
I almost had that one. She points at Bart.
but people apparently, according to Licorice, don't really visit here. 3rd, I'm sorry about what your father said. You can do anything you would like. If you want to be a salesman, you can be a salesman. But you need to sell alive things unless the job specifically is to sell dead things. And if you need help with money, we can help you. But you cannot continue this particular line of work in which you try to sell a dead horse.
Can I do
Yeah,
a
got it.
persuasion check and say, "Yeah, just listen to him. Come on, give up on the dead horse."
No, she believes you. She's like, okay, I take it. Oh yeah, persuasion, absolutely. She's like, 100%. I won't try to sell a dead horse anymore. You have shown me the error of my ways. Unrelated question, totally unrelated. Are any of you in the market for old horse meat?
Here's what I'm going to do. Firstly, ask your name for I think the 4th time. I am
My
Garryle.
name is Mabel.
Mabel.
Mabel of the stables.
Mabel of the Stables. I'm not going to question you on whether or not that's your real name. What I am going to do is give you 100 gold and take that horse.
Thank you so much. Popularity rises.
I
So thrilled.
disintegrate the horse is what I do.
Okay. You
Because I don't-
completely destroyed it.
Because I don't want to burn up the stables or anything, but I'll cast disintegrate on it, and it is now dust.
Okay.
Wow.
Perfect. Horse is done.
You better mark that spell slot off because
That
that's
is-
dumb. But
So over to the blacksmith. There is
Hey, did we get her last name? I don't know what her last name is, but
Of the
maybe it's Maybelline.
Well, here's the thing: is that she was born with it.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you guys went to the blacksmith, and there is a very muscular 12-year-old.
What the shit is it with child labor in this world? Get them while they're young.
He's hammering on some stuff, and he's like, "Hey, what do you want?"
Somebody
Yeah,
else.
it was 12.
I
want to
am
know when you
12.
went through. I want to know when you went through puberty.
I had to at the age of 5. It's a rough life living in Candy Cane Forest, just down.
What's your specialty here?
My specialty? Just banging on these hot iron rods.
Yes, but I mean, what do you make them into?
Just flatter iron rods.
Okay. Do you have any shovels?
Well, if you tape a bunch of these big flat iron rods together, you can make a pretty damn good shovel.
So people come here and buy the iron rods. That's a good business.
Oh, all the time. People want to have like skis. You know those big wood doors with metal
Brackets
bars
on them.
Yeah.
You could use. I bet you could build a mighty good fence out of those metal bars.
Yeah. You could make a good fence out of these. What do you guys need?
Preferably a shovel.
A shovel? Well, there's some down in the mine.
Do you have any warm clothing for traveling into the mine?
Oh, I do. And
Is it-
We
Is it cold in the
purchased
mine?
some.
can you
Isn't that
purchase
why we
some?
came here?
You don't have to purchase them.
I'm sorry, I'm Garryle. What is your name?
My name is Jack Smith.
Jack. It's a pleasure to meet you. We are the Coalition of Light, and we've come down Hogwarts to help the town. Actually, to be honest with you, I came down to investigate why there's no ice cream coming up to Hogwarts, but Licorice has told me that you've lost 2 people in the cave,
Yeah,
and that
both my parents.
Yes. Jack,
Forced to run the shop on my own now.
this is so hard, Corey, because there's 8 fucking people in this town. 8. Okay? There's no need for a market. Maybe a blacksmith, sure. But a market? For who? For the 8 people? Go down into the mines?
Well, we used to have a lot of travelers around here back when we had the Peppermint Forest, but now
12?
every now and then we get a random traveler and we charge them fair prices to keep our economy alive.
Right. So it's just the 8 of you then?
Yeah.
And Adrian's dying over there.
He flexes.
Jack, I'm so sorry about your parents. So Licorice has told me that this forest has been, fortunately, dead for quite some time.
Yep.
And you remember when that happened?
No, there's stories we tell each other at night about the horrible destruction of our town, and now we're just in a real rough spot for many years.
Right. Jack, how old are you? If it is not too rude to ask.
I'm 12 years old.
Yeah. Okay. So you sit around, the 8 of you,
Mm-hmm.
sit around every night and talk about the bad things that happened?
Well, that's what my parents used to do when they tucked me in. He looks forlorn into the fire of the blacksmith.
So Licorice, I don't want to change the subject on you, but I'm gonna have to, because I'm getting sad. Lost.
Just being here.
I feel terrible, and I wish there was something that I can do. And Other than offering my condolences, I really, Jack, I don't know what to do for you. It's a tough life out here, and
Sure is.
I will say that we've bought some licorice there from the market, and Mabel and the stable tried to sell us a dead horse.
Still doing that, huh?
Yeah, well, not anymore because I burnt it all up. But I did for it because honestly, that's disgusting, Jack. I think we both know that. If you have
Mhm.
wares you would like to sell, I would like to buy them because I feel like this town is in dire need of some help.
Yeah, I would just like you to know that the god who created our town was Chris, and
Chris,
we all have to pay for it.
well, Chris can be a cruel god.
Yes,
What?
I feel like he doesn't think a lot of ideas through.
I'd like to make a religion check.
That's what I'd like to do today. Is I'd like to let the Coalition of Light show a little generosity to your town and help in any way we can.
Hold on, I rolled a 21. What do I know about this Chris god?
You know him incredibly well.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you feel like he almost is you.
Is Bard a Christian?
Well, wow, wow.
Wow. Okay, let's start moving the plot along. These fucking weirdos.
I
No,
think someone said that
he
when
will-
we first got here. We should maybe go to the mine.
Licorice said that we did some cold weather, and I would like
Yes.
to buy one of his wares.
Okay. He's like, okay, you would like to buy one of my cool, slim metal rods?
Yeah, I think I would. In fact,
Okay.
5.
Okay, that'd be 100 gold.
Deal. I shake his hand.
Roll a constitution check, Erebus. Or Erebus, Garryle.
Oh, that is only a 7, and let's see what my constitution is. It's a 9.
He squeezes your hand so hard and you wince. And
God.
he looks you dead in the eyes and goes, weakness.
Does anyone need cold weather clothing?
You know, I think maybe Garryle would be okay.
I'll be
You will be okay.
Yeah.
Bard will definitely need it. And he gives this freely since you bought something from him. He's not charging you for the jackets or anything.
Jack-
And
back, okay.
Sorrow, I think, would probably need them.
Probably. There's not like a cold weather resistance attribute I see. So
Go to the boarded up mine entrance. It's pretty easy to pry open as you make your way in there.
Oh, shit, I need to mark 300 gold off of my sheet.
Yep.
Don't forget to mark off that spell slot.
Oh yeah, I didn't actually cast Disintegrate. I used whatchamacallit. Basically, I had Fleas eat it. It was a cantrip.
I have 60 feet dark vision.
That's so
too.
much worse.
Infestation.
Okay, so it's going to be there for a good couple of days.
Well, I assume that a dead horse doesn't have a whole lot of hit points, so yeah.
No, but they've got to eat it.
You guys enter the mines, and it is incredibly dark. It gets it's like pitch black dark once you kind of make your way in and down. It gets colder and colder, but you guys are okay, so you won't take any penalties for that I had written out. So you go down into the mine, you see the walls start to kind of like crystallize as they are frozen. And as you continue down, the rock kind of gives way for different large veins, like 3 feet of ice cream along
Should
the
I
walls.
keep an eye out for a shovel?
Well,
Yeah.
firstly, I will toss up my drift globe and Lumos so we can see.